What is up, y'all? Episode 41 of Marlins franchise. We continue on. I have not actually played any games offline. I hinted that I might go forward and wind up being, closer to the deadline or something, but I didn't do that. I did take care of the move that we had to make to get Nardi back on the roster. So that is done. I'll show you what happened there. We did end up making a trade where we kind of gave away. We kind of gave a lot, to be honest. Volume. I'm not that worried about the trade. It's a couple guys with low work ethic too. One has a terrible profile. If you remember, you might remember who that is, and then when I show you the name, you'll definitely recall me talking about him and being nervous about that guy's profile. So I'm gonna put T-Cash up against lefties. He's hitting them, so might as well, even though it's lefty-lefty. So here's the deal. Probably not even a major transaction. Oh, it is. Okay, because we have Chris Wall. So we did pick up Chris Wall on waivers, and I felt like he could be good, but one thing I did do is I backed myself into a corner, picking up too many waiver guys with Crochet, Allen, Ashcraft last year, and then Wall. I didn't have flexibility. So when someone goes on the IL, well, obviously they're going to come back, and when they come back, I didn't have anybody to move. So we had to move on from Wall. He's 31. So we'll see if Boston can have some use for him. I just didn't think it worked out. We had to retain some because they were poor. David Paez, bad work ethic. He's only a 40 potential anyway. They liked him. I'm like, y'all can have him. He's young. Maybe something could happen, but low work ethic is pretty easy for me to get rid of. I do not value it very highly at all. It's not that nobody with low work ethic succeeds. I know that. But just feels like a much bigger hill to climb. And same with Franklin Dominguez, who I actually quite like. Skills-wise, there's some upside there, but he's got the triple whammy: adaptability, work ethic, and intelligence. I mean, how'd you even get this far? So I didn't see any upward mobility with him. So he was definitely someone, I wish they'd have valued him a little bit more, but they didn't, so I threw in Kevin Youngblood as well. And I didn't get a ton in return. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, 4th round pick is not too bad. We can get a pretty good player there, so that could turn it into a really good trade. But the player we got was Johnny Dawson, just a quality catcher. He's hitting in A so far this year, but he's 23. I actually moved him all the way up to AAA. And feel like, hey, Silas Ardoin, did I cut him or did I just consider it? Just considered it. I mean, hook 'em horns, but it's just not working. Smart guy. He's hitting above average. I think that's why I ended up keeping him. He's got a 400 BABIP, though. It's 44 plate appearances. Could end up just outright cutting him here at some point during this season. I'm not too worried about it. So, got Nard Dog back. We got Allen and Nard Dog as our stoppers. Crochet and Morissette as our setup. Gore, Meyer, Garrett, Ashcraft as our middle relievers. Bosma, Sarah, Mata, Manoa, Grayson Rodriguez as our 5 starters. Lineups had some turnover. We've got now Purify, Clavin, and Watson in, 3 guys, 3 of our top prospects. Coleman Ayers is probably still on the top prospects list, which is fine. He's only 25. We'll leave him on there for the rest of this year, but he's not really a prospect, and obviously wouldn't even be qualified for a prospect list. At 25, he's more expectation at this point. And frankly, he's falling a little bit shy of them. A 94 I can live with. I said that, I think last year. I said anything over 90 we can live with because of the premium defense. If we could finagle a little bit of offense, a little extra offense, that'd be cool, but it's not expected. So let's get out to Cincinnati. Then we come home for 3 against Philly to finish off the month. Probably end up doing the draft this episode. That would have been one reason to maybe go ahead. Although I don't know if you guys like watching the draft or would rather me just come back to it and report on it. We'll see. We'll be getting through these games. We have the All-Star stuff and then international signing as well. I think we'll have the draft. There's not enough games here to cover a full episode. International signing, we'll pick one guy and shoot our shot. So yeah, let's continue. Lost first game at Cincy, win the second one 12-0. Got a mid-season review here. We'll get to that in just a moment. I want to look at this 12-0 box. Grayson dominant. Gore finished the inning. It was 120 pitches for Grayson, so I understand why he had to come out there. Highland Hall hit his 20th. Marte hit his 19th. Colmenares popped his 6th, the aforementioned. Purify hit his 3rd triple. We like that. He's not even that fast, right? Yeah, 3 triples in such short order is pretty interesting. He got a 69 WRC plus. I don't care how childish my brain is. That's not nice. That is not nice. Need more out of you, Purify. But the middle of the order, holding up their end of the bargain, Hans Kraus was who got blasted. Actually, all their guys did. Nobody had a good day for their pitchers. Let's take the series here. Come on. We do. 6-5. Vasos is back. Let's go check those emails. Mid-season goals. Very excited by how we're performing. Cool. When I asked you to upgrade most valuable player, you listened. Highland Hall was a nice addition, but I still think you can do better. Okay, chill out. We added Rodriguez and Highland Hall the last 2 years. Like, getting an actual MVP, like, that's insane, okay? Give me more money then. Give me a lot more money. Or shut up. He still doesn't like our manager. I don't really care. Lupe Robinson is the best prospect we've had on our team in years. Sweet. That's true. He's right about that. So we got a hot rank for that. Lupe's up to 12. Oh, let's go. Highland Hall only gets a little yellow here. Because, I mean, he hasn't won it. But, you know, they're not really giving you credit unless you get an actual MVP. So, whatever. And then expiring personnel. Okay, this is not bad. Now, we do have a decent bit of our Major League personnel dropping. But we're going to try to re-sign Hubbard. I mean, he's amazing. In fact, let's do that now. Please say you want to work for us. Okay, great. Honestly, let's go 5 years. Like, what are we doing? Boom. He's amazing. And then bench coach Luis Rojas. I like that he has, you know, he's good at all these things. So his role, when I say all these things for my second screeners, the defense, catching, infield, and outfield, and then the end game running. Because remember, they're then going to be asked to help here on this side. Did you guys hear Jen sneeze? That was a big one. Because we want this to be going well too. He only actually is taking up one of them. Bradley's got 2, and Dominique has 1. Dominique also due up though, so let's bring back some of these guys at least. Hey, we're back up to a 55. I think that's a 3-point jump. Hey, our loyalty is average. That's a move up. Did I not get an email about that? I don't know if you get an email about that or not. But that feels important. Maybe it would have the little red arrow next to it. Or the red exclamation. I've never seen that. Or I have not seen that like within this year. So maybe I didn't get an email about it and it just happened. Hey, that's good. Dominique, see, he's got all the goodies as well with the teaching of the running and everything. So frankly, I'm down to keep him too. 3 years. Let's see. We take a little less. I never really go less than they want, but I'm gonna try here for the first time ever. Boom. Probably could be saving more. I keep just giving them exactly what they want. Maybe I should be a little bit more discerning. Brooks McNiven, outstanding development, good mechanics, and outstanding aging, good at teaching pitching. Now, he's not blue at his job, which is he's a pitching coach. So you'd be like, oh, don't you want someone better there? But I love the outstanding, good, outstanding. I actually wish the aging was good and the mechanics were outstanding. That would be hot because he's at AAA and you kind of are hoping for the talent changes a little bit more there. But I can't say I'm too upset with how everything else looks. I really can't. So nobody who's available right now is coming in any better. Like Anderson Polanco has outstanding at teaching pitching, but not so good at the other thing. Good, and decent. Like that's not too bad. But I would rather what we've got. Stick with the good here, and then the blue, green, blue as far as development mechanics and aging. So I wouldn't be averse to chancing it for a mechanics that's blue, outstanding, or legendary. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to re-sign McNiven here. See if he'll pop on over for another 2 years. Well, you take 200. Yes, you will. Man, okay, that means I definitely could have gotten away with less for Hubbard, but that's okay. He's so good. I don't care. Like, you can't really get much better here. Legendary development, outstanding mechanics, legendary teach hitting, and excellent aging. Like, bro, no shot. How's Jason Young? Now we'll try to replace him. So I kind of want to get all these upper minors guys re-signed so that the bulk of our guys who are available to us, we can put in the lower minors. I've been talking about this in recent videos about how I want to get them a little bit more off kilter, where 1 year we have to replace top minor stuff, next year low minors, and then up and down. Because what's been happening is we have a big flood kind of across the board, and you really only get a certain pool of guys every year that are going to be interested in your org. And a lot of them will work all the way up and down. Like, they might want a major league job, but they would take a low A job. But you run out quickly if you have, double this many openings. So I think we're in a good spot here. And some of these guys, we've already resigned a few. We might resign a couple more. Michael Brantley was always going to be quick because his development was decent. So I just didn't like it. So he's done. Victor Moreno, triple goods, but only decent at teaching pitching. So I liked the triple good. That saved him, but nope, we're not going to stick with him. Michael Ristovich, good, average, good, and just a bunch of yellow and orange. Nope, he's definitely getting replaced. Pitsley's excellent at teaching pitching, which is nice, but then good, decent on the 3 development factors. I know one is called development, but the mechanics in it, like, I'm calling them all development factors. Sorry to be confusing there. And then Ed Clark, good, decent, good, excellent at pitching. But I honestly, the aging, I'm not saying the aging doesn't matter at the minors. Like, actually, I'm not 100% sure how much it helps in the lower minors, because I imagine, you want good aging at the major league level so that they don't age too quickly. But does it help on the lower end if they're good at aging? If they're exemplary in it, like, does it make it so that guys, I don't know, how would it work on the low end when you're 20? Do you play more like a 22-year-old? Do they have like a Benjamin Button reverse aging sort of deal? Does it help on the lower end? I don't know. So I really want green or better on development mechanics everywhere I can. And as such, Jason Young might be worth signing, but I wonder if he would take like the DSL job. Move down. When you appoint, you can only move them up, I believe. Yeah, which that makes sense. You appoint somebody to a lower position, that's kind of fucked. So no, you can only do an extension for the job they have, which makes complete and utter sense. I just wanted to check. So I think we're pretty good here. Did I re-sign Dominique? Extension, yes. Rojas, I figure we could probably find somebody better. I do like that he's good at all the running stuff. Well, except for actually teaching running. No. He's good at in-game running, not teaching it. And then the excellent defense. I do like that. But we can find better. I'm not too worried about that. And David Force, he's personable, but doesn't like personable people. Weird. I like all this with his, budget preferences. But I don't know. He's fine. We'll see what's actually out there. I don't think we necessarily need to like, how important is your AGM anyway? Like, we go against him when we want to anyway. I prefer when they like what I'm doing, but it doesn't stop me. If I'm really in on a deal, I'm like, I don't care if they say this is the dumbest thing you're ever gonna do in your life, and I'm like, that's cool, I'm stupid, bye, and I just do it. Like, I don't give a shit. Lupe's up to 10. Guys, we finally are getting prospects. Like, things are happening. We're bringing some guys up. We're getting some guys into the top 10, or a guy into the top 10. Let's not say multiple. we have moved up to the 6th spot because we have 10, 17, 66, 69, and 87. Nice. Our international guy from last year is 69. That's just too perfect. Here we go. Okay, so maybe I was just impatient. Maybe a lot of it was just some early impatience. I don't know. I just thought it'd be quicker. I mean, we've been doing this for a while. So I don't even think I was being that impatient. It was taking a really long time for us to really show something. So I don't think I was overreacting to that. Because again, we've been going. Is this our 10th year? This is our, no. 8th year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th year. And, you know, I'm not just counting the guys that we developed or that we drafted from 22. You know, think about the prospects that we had from day one. We weren't developing them. We didn't develop Perez or Jake Eater. Who else are some of their main prospects that are day one? I mean, Sixto and Edward Cabrera really weren't much either. They got actually Sixto was. Never mind. Sorry. Sixto was, but Yuri Perez, Edward Cabrera, Jake Eater, Khalil Watson has not developed. We traded J.J. Bleday. Ian Lewis is on a different organization. Now I'm looking at their Fangraphs list that just came out. Jose Salas, I remember him. People always wanted him, but he's 26 at high A. He's actually going backwards too. He was in AAA, so he didn't really develop. What did we get for him? He was part of a big deal back in 2024 that included Hunter Bishop, Patrick Bailey, and $7 million. So I feel pretty good. He is their third-rated prospect in real life. Max Meyer has developed though. I'm looking at their list right now. Nobody else really. J.J. Bleday. And, I mean, Braxton Garrett is 20th on their list. I guess we would count him. I mean, it's not just guys who are at the top. Andrew Nardi's 29th. We've turned him into a G. Zach McCamley did develop. It wasn't under our tutelage. But I'm going to count him as a dub because he was part of the Kyle Tucker deal. So you might say that's a stretch, but I'm going to count it as a little bit of a dub because he was the linchpin there. Lopez alone wasn't getting it done. Had to throw in McCamley, who's become pretty nice. So Houston obviously gets the credit for actually developing him. Duh, because they did. Although it was just the spike year. Other than that, he's been solid. I don't want to poo-poo him, but he's been like a 4th, 5th starter. He had one great year, which is cool. I mean, that stuff happens. Guys pop off for a year, and you're like, oh, they're different. It's like, they go back to being themselves. So anyway, we looked at that with top 100. We finished winning our series in Cincinnati. Boz pitched well. Nard Dog did give up a couple runs, but got a hold. All right, Philly for 4. It turns over into July. Here we go. We won. Oh, Vasos. I forgot about Vasos. Wait, so it let us play the game? He came back. What? I thought you couldn't go forward without. I don't know. That's weird. I feel like we got a game in there. So Mikey Romero's the easy send down. He was just place holding pretty much. Oh, that's right. We got to get him through again. That was one of the things I was thinking. Okay, then do we want to send anybody else back down? Man, Khalil Watson sucks. Guys, you have no idea how giddy I was when he got to a 60 outfield range. I was just ignoring all this yellow on his hitting profile. Like, dude, I got the defense. And 60 is like not perfect for center field. I know that. It can hang, but he's better as a corner outfielder. I definitely understand that. But he's also better in the minors right now. He's kind of booty. So Romero will get a reprieve. I can't just force play Watson right now. It's bad. It's bad. But now we're going a little light at center field in terms of defense. I mean, we'll put Clavin out there. He too has a 60 range, which is, playable. But will his bat hold? He won't strike out. Can he find enough greenery to get some hits to come through. Vasos is back. He's going to get back to second base. Appreciate your Purify, but even got a 64 WRC plus. That's awful. A 1-1, man. I botched that. I botched that hard. Who else won the 2023 draft? Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea how to figure that out real quick. It'll be player list. We go low minors. Draft year 2023. It was 2023, right? Oh yeah, Purify right there. Okay, so those are the only 4 batters to make it to the majors right now from that draft. That's gross. All right, so Nazan Zaintello is pretty dang good. He's actually amazing. Sorry, I undersold him. He has a 170 WRC plus. He had a 178 in a 2-week sample last year, and he's like, yeah, that's my level. I'm just that good. That's my normal level. Okay, by the way, I still got, okay, he's got very high. Ruined my point there, but I still got high scouting. I'm like so many guys, and it's driving me nuts. Mike Greenwell just sleeping on the job, dude. Braden Holcomb. Where was this guy? He was a second rounder. I'm gonna go first round only right now, just to narrow it down for guys that we would have realistically considered. I just said, oh, is at least one. Wait, what? Oh, does that mean? Okay, that's interesting. I get it. I put at least one, so it would include 1, 2, 3. You know, but usually, because it kind of works, like 1 is, I don't know, is like the highest, right? That's the highest pick, even though it's the lowest number. That's what I'm trying to explain. Poorly, by the way. All right, so of the first rounders, let's go by potential right now. Holcomb has a 60. He was the 18th pick. Derek Mitchell has a 60 potential. He was the 6th pick. Cade Curlin was 5th. He's a 55 potential. Nicholas Perez, big-time defender. Remember looking at him. He was the 29th pick. Antonio Anderson was the 15th pick. And he's a 50 potential. And then there's 345s here. Cade Horton, who went 26th. Austin Rolig, who went 23rd, excuse me. And Zion Rose, who went 4th. What's his defense? 50. Ugh. And those guys are 45 and above. So nobody else. So can I add a column that says their exact pick? Let's just go in order and see how big of a flop this draft is. All right, so this is among the hitters, including retired players. Who's retired? Any of these guys? Oh, he's got tiredness, so of course he hasn't retired. Wait, one of these. So I did the retired thing. I'm confused. Include retired players, and when I do, Bradfield pops up, but he's not. Oh, I'm an idiot. He's not retired. He's still playing, but he's on the Winnipeg Gold Eyes. That's what was confusing me. So he's retired from the majors, ostensibly. I get it. I don't really know why. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy on 33 plate appearances. You guys know, small samples and all. But his league average there, and then league average in 104 in AAA just last year. Why did he have to go down to indie ball? I'm not trying to sign him or anything. Like, he's got 25 power. I'm not saying he's a G, but at 27 years old, he couldn't hang at AAA. No one's got a spot for Bradfield at AAA. Damn, that's tough. He was the number 3 overall pick. Number 4 was Rose, Kurland. The 1S is the supplemental round, so they're actually like the 40th something pick or whatever. 35th overall for Clark. And then let's look at the pitchers. James Hayes, excuse me, for some reason I thought that was an A there. James Hayes was the second pick. He's actually pretty good. He's not pitching well this year. He's got decent enough numbers, though. 60 upside. Maybe I should have taken him. Dang. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyway, that was a little tangent on Purify. So Vasos is back. We love that. Can Romero play the outfield? He can play a corner. I wish Marte wasn't terrible. I kind of thought he could be a decent enough hitter, mostly toward the bottom of the lineup. But maybe hit high against lefties, and he's just not doing anything. I might cut him soon, to be honest. He refuses to be demoted. So I'm going to demote him out of baseball. And then we'll see what kind of refusal he has. You know? Then what's up, dude? All right. I don't know how it works when they're both every second game, but they'll figure it out. Sometimes I like to force them to think. Or just ruin it. I don't know. I really don't know what happens if you put it there. It might just go off, you know, every second game, you know, starts here for this guy, then starts staggered for the other guy, and then so that he's playing like every other day. Or he's playing every day, but shifting positions. All right, we got the first one against Philly, no? Yeah, 6-3 dub. Manoah pitched well. Give me a second one here. Take it. Let's go. We split for sure. Gonna get a progress report here. Hopefully along with a dub. Give me the series. Give me the series. Off rip. And then game 4 is a freebie. International signing time. We lose 4-2. Mata pitched well enough. Nard Dog. Damn it. Damn you, Nard Dog. All right, let's look at the player development update first, and then we'll look into the international. De La Paz got hit. Of course, he's hurt, so that's not too surprising. You know, he's been getting hurt a couple times this season already. He's 30. You know, this is our last year with him no matter. I think he's still under arbitration, but we'll non-tender him pretty much no matter what. Unless we just get like a crazy influx of money to where we can be a little frivolous. I do not foresee De La Paz being back next year. He's 30. I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Never say never, but I highly doubt it. Crochet comes down, unfortunately. Matt Allen loses some stam, but gets overall and potential boost. A fair trade because he's relieving. So he's still at 55. I'm not worried about it. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that for sure. Colmenares, current and potential contact goes down, and his defense. Ouch, dude. The only two things you're good at are taking hits. Like, come on, man. Those are your calling cards, my dude. Danny Wilkinson goes up a little bit. He's some pitching depth in the minors. And then Lupe, our number 10 rated prospect, baby. Let's go. Not pitching that well in AAA, but hey, prospect folks love him. Ramon Saucedo, 23-year-old at AAA. Got that 65 pop. That can carry a lot. Bad personality. He's smart, but because he's smart, he knows he's good, and that makes him dangerous. Because then he's like, I'll let my talent carry me. It's like, you know, you can maximize your talent. We all know players like that. I can't think of any off the top of my head. It's a little mean to say that anyway. I wouldn't really want to characterize players. I might know a couple with some info, you know, with some, I don't want to say inside info. I don't ever want to pretend I'm more important than I am. But, you know, just talking to some people in the game, some scouting folks, you learn some things about certain folks, but that's a tough tag to put on somebody. It's like they're smart and almost too smart for their own good because they don't try hard. I'm familiar with that player type in my own life from like youth sports from ages ago, which in that world it's a lot easier to do that because the talent gaps are so severe. But then you hit, you know, high level college or anywhere in the pros, and that shit has to stop because everyone's as good as you. Not literally, but like, you know, everyone has immense talent. You got to put in that effort to really go next level. So a player like that can be dangerous. Mato Villegas goes up, I guess. Manny Smith a little up. Chris Bowen, nice little boost there in Double A. We like that. Juan Sierra trickling up. Justin Tucker. Malachi Wiggins a little up, a little down. Iwao Shimizu a little bit up. Alex Powell mix. Don't know some of these guys down here. See, okay, I did see a Haya. I wasn't making it up when I said that guy earlier. Who did I click on though that was actually Hayes? Because then there was actually a Hayes, but I swore I saw a Haya. Maybe it was him. I swore then. My mind's playing tricks on me. I'm going crazy, guys. Who's this guy? Michael Berlingieri? Berlingieri? Is he in the international complex? Okay. He's developing a bit, though. Oh, he's got the good. Doesn't adapt well, but everything else looking nice. Maybe we could turn him into something 17 so he can stay in the complex for now. Let's look at the NL votes for the All-Star. Charlie Welch. I vaguely know that name. He's a real player. Maybe I just vaguely know him as a San Francisco prospect. Was he in there from Jump Street? Yes. No. He was a Mariner. Came by way of Camilo Duvall. Who's become a monstrous reliever in terms of skill. Not playing well this year, though. Davion De Los Santos, or Davison. Dude, I love this guy. I know I click on him every time we come across him, but I just always want to see the obscene numbers he's putting up. 57 yaks last year, already got 30 this year, 1022 OPS. Only making 11 mil. God, he's so good. So good. Arcadia Muller. Where do I know that name? I think we tried to trade for him, and I never came close. I think that's the only way I know that name. Is I like foolishly was like, hey, well, here's my top 10 prospects, and they were like, no, you can't have this player for 10 prospects. There's nobody you wouldn't trade for a team's top 10 prospects, right? I think let's put that to the test. Would you universally, like in any system? I don't know what the worst system. Hang on, this is a fun tangent. MLB farm system rankings. Just going off the preseason ones from MLB just because that's the easiest way to do it right now. So since we are obviously doing a video. So the White Sox are the lowest. So now let's go to Fangraphs. Is the White Sox list up? It is. So now you might not know something. You're gonna know one of these guys, and if he became what he was for us, that would make it all worth it. But would you trade Juan Soto for Brian Ramos, Jose Rodriguez, Colson Montgomery, Oscar Colas, Romy Gonzalez, Jared Kelly, Wes Kath, Caleb Freeman, Jimmy Lambert, and Sean Burke? Those are their top 10 guys. There's a 45 plus. We put the little plus there when it's like they've got some growth, but we don't know exactly where it's at. And then 4 45s, 2 40 pluses, and then 3 40s. I wonder, like, even on a bad system, if it's worth it just because it's 10 players and you take the shot there. I don't know. That's fascinating to me. Maybe we could do it in OOTP where we force trade it. You know, I do like 5 of them for Soto and then 5 others for, you know, the lowest player there. Force the trades, or do it for like my last pick and then kind of see how it goes. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that, if you have any opinions. In left field, Highland Hall is in second. Oh, by the way, Noel is in third for third base, but he's behind Tatis and Christian Hernandez, so it's going to be tough for him to make it. Those are two of the best players. Like, they're locked in to the game 1,000%. So it's a matter of, are they going to take 3 third basemen, basically. Christian Vaquero, we did try to get him. We did make an actual effort, but I think they wanted bananas. Just like a bananas offer for him. We do have Julio Rodriguez leading right field. Let's go. Pitching, Max Meyer coming up in 5th for the starters. And Nard Dog fell out probably because of his injury. Soto, they got a little note about Soto here, probably because he's the top vote getter, I would imagine. 3 mil. Gotta be right. Oh yeah, it says it up here. So his top vote getter says he's played 1,609 games, posted a 294 lifetime average, 1,640 hits, so more hits than games, 319 doubles, 25 triples, 363 homers, 1031 runs, and scored 1,126 times. Wow. Is more hits than games, that's probably normal, right? Yeah. Okay, that's not as, I said that as if that was like automatically like nuts. I don't, not for a premier player. Like I looked up a run of the mill player. First one I could think of is like run of the mill was Tony Kemp, 320 hits in 532 games. But then Miguel Cabrera, the one I compared it against, 3,054 hits in 2,649 games. So that makes sense. I didn't have frame of reference for that to know like how crazy it was that he has more hits than games. If anything, like that's good, but the fact that I said Miggy has like 400 more hits than games, that's why he's the active leader in batting average. But anyway, Rutschman, he's a wish list guy. Can probably take him off since he's 31. Might have to redo the wish list. Start putting on some of these new guys that, you know, we're not that familiar. I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I thought I was hitting the delete button. Some of these guys that I might not be as familiar with, but that are becoming the next best players in the league. In fact, I'll start with one right now. Who did we just talk about? Davison De Los Santos. He goes on the wish list. That way we stay up to date on him too. They can send emails about him. I love this guy. Honestly, I'm becoming a fan of him and Austin Hendrick in real life because of this. Like, I'm keeping extra tabs on them now because I've been following them so much in this series that I'm like, now I'm invested. I knew Hendrick before. I did not know Davison De Los Santos coming in. We talked about this before, but it was a million episodes ago. He is in there. He is a real D-backs prospect this year. I think he's like a child right now. Yeah, he's 18. He's their 9 overall prospect. He's in A-ball for his second season, his second go-round. He only had 37 games there last year after spending 25 games at the Complex League. So he's very, very young. He is hitting for some pop, though. 190 ISO, a little something there. He did turn 19 about a week ago. Oh, literally a week ago today. So there you go. But, yeah, I'm a huge fan of his. In fact, you know what? I'll put Hendrick on there, too. He's 28. How long is he signed for? Oh, never mind. We're not going to. He's in for the long haul with Cincinnati. Respect to them. We will put Muller on the list. He's a new wish list candidate. Triantos. Who do I like better, Triantos or Hernandez? Probably Triantos. Yeah, with the 55 avoid K. And then anybody else? Nah, nobody else right now. Just those. You know, the wish list is pretty special, so you gotta be somebody I'm like really in on. All right, let's get this series against Philly. We got the split secured, and that's all we're gonna get. That's okay. RJ Austin. Oh man, we've been following this guy. He is absolutely obscene right now. Now, he's obviously overqualified for this league. He was on my high-risk bats from the 2022 draft. And I guess I was right because he's in indie ball right now. But he's just completely out of his mind. Pecos League, I think, is the very lowest league possible. And you see here, he's not even super overqualified for it. He's like a good player in it. He's just out of his mind right now, playing the best baseball ever. He has 30 homers in 30 games. Low work ethic. That's interesting. Like, obviously, what I'm about to say does not negate you from low work ethic, but I would say somebody who's willing to grind it out in indie ball to kind of keep the dream alive, I'd say they've got good work ethic. That's just me. What's he look like if he was in AAA right now? Actually, or the International League. Yeah, I mean, pretty pedestrian, especially at age 25. AA? I don't really know where our AA is. I imagine the Southern League, right? We're in Pensacola. He barely gets upgraded. So, you know, we'll keep him on the list because I want to keep getting updates on this truly obscene season. I took a screenshot of it because I have to put it in my Discord because it's just crazy. He's making $550 too. That's just wild. All right, trip to Washington. Lose the first game, 5-3. Damn it. Come on. Get the second one. Ah, we lose the series. Oh, don't love that. Ooh, Sims wants out. He's not happy in Tampa Bay. I looked at him previously, I think last year, coming off of his big 2027, and he wanted like 14 mil or some shit, and I was just like, no, absolutely not. And he didn't even take that. He ended up getting 9. So, like, why was he bugging me for 14? Again, I'm trying to get better at following guys deeper into the offseason to try to get those prices down, but I'm not as good of a negotiator just yet at being like, hey, don't you dare. I just want to see where we're at here. Wait, we can't even afford it if they keep all of it? Damn. Oh, wait, no, Tampa Bay can't afford that. So what's the cutoff there? 90%? Okay. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, maybe the money part, especially with Tampa Bay, gives it a little merit. But don't tell me they wouldn't trade for a top 50 prospect, even if they had to pay the money. You got to pay the money anyway, right? The money is there if you do nothing, right? So come on, stop it. You wouldn't fucking do Becerra. Cut it out. It's embarrassing for you, Tampa Bay. Oh, we get swept. That's a tough series. Crochet nicked 4 weeks. It's going to affect his running. Now, question if anybody knows. Does that mean that it would like impact his defense to where he would play lesser defense? I don't know. Does anybody know that? Because, you know, running to the bases and running, you know, jumping off the mound to make a play. I don't know. So I'm going to stick with him right now. He's at 3.55 ERA right now with a 1.66 whip, which is way too high. But if we don't see some improvement, or if we see him get much worse, status quo I'll accept right now, even though it's not great. I mean, the 400 BABIP will come down. Great strikeout rate, awful walk rate. But if he gets worse, I'm gonna move him. Like if the hit rate jumps to like 9.2. Although how many plays would he have to make really? Like, so it really shouldn't affect him that much. Really shouldn't. We got 4 for Pittsburgh going into the break. What's Pittsburgh been up to? We haven't seen them. We haven't checked in on them in a while. They're 5 games under. By the way, we're tied. We're tied with the Mets for the division. And Washington's 2 back after that sweep. And Atlanta's won 5 straight as well. Excuse me, Philly has won 5 straight. Pardon me. They're 6.5 back. And even Atlanta, 500, they're 8 back. Like, they're not dead either. So Pittsburgh, 42 and 47. They have been awful in this sim. They did finish second last year, but they've been, you know, the run-of-the-mill bottom feeder that they are. So we've been doing these check-ins on some of the teams that we really haven't talked much about in a while. Obviously, we know our division pretty well. We know the Padres because we faced them in the playoffs. But most of the other teams we haven't really deep dived on. Deep dived on in a while. So I'm trying to catch you all up, just give you guys an opportunity to see what's going on in the league. Because I think better immersion in the league makes it more fun, especially when we don't know all the players. Because usually those first couple of years, you can kind of look at it and you know so many of the names that you kind of write the stories in your head when you see the name. But now we need to learn players too. So we do see some familiar names here with Lonnie White, Nick Gonzalez, Austin Riley, O'Neill Cruz. Those four are all prospects or legit minor leaguers. Marcelo Meyer sitting there. They traded him from Boston. He's not that great though. When did they get him? They got him back. Oh, they got him in 2022. The Brian Reynolds deal. So they got something big. And Nick York. Okay, that's not a bad deal. But I don't see Nick York anywhere. So what became of that? Nick York is a 50. He's still with them. But he's in AAA. And then Brandon Howlett is done. Jack Josiak. Oh, Jack Josiak might be the prize of the deal. He's a 55, but he's a reliever, and he's in AAA. So, never mind. He's not the prize of the deal. Meyer is. So, that's Pittsburgh. They're fringe contenders right now. They're not out. They're 4 games back. They're in the mix. But we're going to stomp on them for 4 and send them into the breakup set. We lose. That's 5 in a row for us, or 6 in a row for us. Sick life. We lose again. What the fuck is going on? Grayson's hurt for a week. That's fine. Going into the break, we don't really need to do anything with that. Actually, we're going to do something with that. We're going to put him on the IL because, well, no, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You definitely missed 1 start. No, we'll just go light. We'll just go a pitcher light. It's 2 games. There's no need. There's no need. Yeah, that'd be stupid. Crochet. Oh, yeah, we know with the hammy, he's nicked. It's probably our dumbass offense that's hurting us. We're 0-6 in July. Very cool. Very neat. And very sweet. Said nobody ever. Alvarez is icy as hell right now. We're gonna put the Dooch in. We're gonna let Alvarez kind of lay out a bit. Still gonna get in pretty consistently, but it's gonna be a little bit of a sit down right now. Relegate him a little bit more to the second string. Since we play so few lefties, I'm still gonna go every other against lefties. See if the Dooch can help jumpstart things. Has Vasos gotten back on track? He's up to a 92. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Turn this around, y'all. Come on. This is terrible. Okay. Salvage the split. Damn it, dude. De La Paz is back. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Again, further compounding the issue I mentioned earlier about picking up all those waiver guys, which I love them. They're great. We pick up some really nice players from there, but like I said and mentioned at the outset of this episode, we've backed ourselves into a corner where I don't really know how to maneuver around it right now. Mackenzie Gore has been great as a reliever. We love that. How's Meyer been? Meyer's been pretty shit as a reliever. You know what? He's going to get sent down through the break. Just a kind of one of those clear your head send downs. Everyone freaks out about these when we see him in real life. We're like, he got sent down. It's like, it's 2 days before the break. It's purposeful. In fact, isn't it the break? It is the break, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to send him down through the Tampa Bay match here, the two-pack, into this day off. He'll come back for the 20th at Philly, and we'll figure out a move then. But this way we can punt on having to figure out what to do with De La Paz. Or somebody else, really. I don't want to get rid of De La Paz, but we might have to. For now, Max Meyer. Oh, I thought he had options. Oh, well, that's... No, obviously not doing any of that shit then. This asshole. He went and popped off for Boston, Franklin Dominguez. But he went to Double A. They sent him to Double A, which, I mean, I get it. He's only 22. He doesn't have to be Triple A or the majors. Damn it. It's going to burn me. Nah, I'm not too worried about it. That profile sucks. All right, so fake out of the century there on my, you know what? We just don't really have a better move. Strained hamstring. We have the luxury to be able to IL him. That's pretty much what it is. Normally, wouldn't be able to play through it, I think, but I think this makes more sense to just use it again as a punt decision so we don't have to make a move necessarily. We can kind of figure some things out while we're trying to get out of this freaking slump. Man. Bad. Very bad. All right, let's see who made the All-Star team. In the National League. Hey, Sandy is with the Mets, and he made it. Good for him. We like that. Even though it's directly against us in our division, I root for him. No pitchers. Wow. Wow. This pitching staff got no all-star pitchers. Let me see who it would have been. Who am I caping for that should have made it? All right, Manoah. Sorry. I was doing the little twisty tab thing on my Red Bull and it made a loud noise there. Yeah, Manoah should have definitely made it. Mata should be a perma all-star. No, I'm kidding about that one. I'm serious about Manoah. Boz could have made it. Hell, freaking Becerra could have made it. But Grayson could have made it. And then Matt Allen as a reliever. Braxton Garrett as a reliever. Morissette only has 21 innings, so I kind of get that. Nard Dog, just because he had an injury stint, doesn't make it. Like, that's bullshit. Obviously, it's all-star bids. Like, who cares? Wait, how many pitchers? Oh, wait, never mind. I was seeing these CLs, and I thought they were catchers. I was like, how many pitchers do we have? We don't have that many, but no, we do. I can't believe that, though. Who should be kicked off? I mean, our guys are just as good as Ben. Why did Santos make it? Because he won the fucking vote, which they don't even vote for pitchers in real life, but that's okay. I prefer that they do in this game so that you can, the user can actually vote for them. But in this instance, it pisses me off because this clown took one of our spots for sure. And then, I mean, nobody else. Well, Diaz, who also won the vote, 427, 110. The whip is good. The ERA is a little high. Like, I don't hate that he made it. You don't have to have perfect stats, but we didn't get a single pitcher. That pisses me off. I think I opened that comment by saying, we don't take it too seriously, and then I go, it pisses me off. I instantly flipped. Did we even get a hitter? Oh yeah, we got Rodriguez. Hall didn't even make it either. This is some bullshit, dude. Noelve did make it. Remember I said that he won it because Tatis and Martinez would. Christian Martinez. And I guess he didn't, which is kind of whack. Or Christian Hernandez. So wait, we finished... No, he's not having that great of a season. We finished ahead or below him, and Noelve made it instead. He's been much better, that's why. So that makes sense. After the vote, he didn't make it via the vote. Then they went by merit, and Noelve definitely has it over Hernandez. So, okay, cool. Futures, we might have a few more here now that our system's getting better. Puente, Robinson. That's it, just two, but okay, two pitchers. I think we bet about one or two every year. Alex Powell, toast. That's a bummer. Second round pick from 2 years ago, that's not good. That will derail his development. Still has a shot at starting, despite the bad changeup, has a forkball that can kind of be utilized as a changeup. But it'll be a while now with the year missed. So, oh shit, oh fuck, I fucked us on international, guys. I totally botched it. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's still guys left, but I botched it. Who got signed? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't look like anybody too crazy has been signed here. I'm just looking for the guys that have the most. All right, so an 80 overall pitcher potential. That would have been nice to get him, but that's okay. There's still Manny Guzman, who is sketchy as a starter, but has work ethic that can hopefully work up that changeup. Probably go for him, but we'll see. Soto, 50 potential. Wait, what? They got an 80 potential for how much? 370,000. Shit. Ain't that some shit? 2 million for this 80 potential pitcher? Bro. Alright, well. We did miss out on a couple, but there is still something left, so I didn't completely screw us over. We got Constancio, who looks incredible as a hitter. And then we've got Manny Guzman. Actually, I don't even know if we can get Guzman because I don't even think we have 5 mil. So I don't even know if I screwed us over regardless because I don't think we can get. Can I raise this since we're playing better? Even though me raising it like screwed our season tickets because our fans hate us. I'm gonna raise it. Screw them. Bilk the fans who are coming. Where's our international cap? Oh, it is 5.3. Okay, so we do have max. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So trying to see if we can get like a 2-pack here. We can get like a Ceja, Luis Ceja, who's got great personality class as a catcher. Could be something. We can get him like and Hurtado. Actually, no, we couldn't. That's 5.4. He has a terrible personality class anyway. Yeah, I always try to like see if there's an avenue to get 2 guys, but it never really seems to be there unless you just want to take some specs. And whoops, sorry about that. I'm more about going for broke. We won't do the draft this episode, by the way. We did make it an hour. I should have known that my tangents could get us an hour even without that many games. We'll do the draft as a separate episode. Because the draft itself, if I'm doing it live like that, can take a good while. I could do a full-on just draft episode. Constancio has loyalty and adaptability. I like the adaptability. Guzman has the leader and the work ethic, though. And, you know, organizationally, we could always use pitching. As a tiebreaker, you know, I'm not... If the hitter was like 70 potential and the pitcher was 55, I wouldn't just go pitcher because we need pitching. So I want to be clear that I'm not just making the decision based off of that. But that's kind of a little bit of a tiebreaker there. So let's go ahead and max it. Wait, what? Oh, we don't have any money. We have 3.9. Bro. Can I get the money freed up if I make a move for somebody? Maybe I have to trade Ben Hernandez. We were going to gamble on him, but now he's costing us money. I don't like it. Can I get any prospect? Of course not. Makes sense. It's fair. I get it. It's understandable. How about with Maximo? Ugh. Is it worth it? Nah, we might just go with the other guy then. What was it? Constancio? Constancio's 3.8. How much did we have? Oh, he's willing to sign. He's looking cheaper than he originally said. Word? Well, I'll do that. I'll pump it up a little bit. I'll hook you up. Now maybe we could throw a dart at somebody else, like an Arocha. Danny Zagala, high work ethic. Whoops, that's a little bit too much. Slightly. Who can say for sure? Should we try to lowball him and just see if he's interested in something like that? No? Okay. We tried. Seha is 2.2. We might be able to finagle him. Oh, he only wants 1.4 right now. Let's go. What? Oh. Wait, so then why didn't it work? Wasn't I doing 169? Wait, what am I missing? It says, oh, I'm a dumbass. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. 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 I am so very dumb. I do not have enough. After all, wait. I don't understand this math. I'm trying to do the math on the freaking. Oh, okay, I was 70,000. Never mind. Now I get it. I'm stupid. I'm just a fucking idiot. Like, seriously. There we go. Okay, so we might hit a twofer then. After all. Just by, not necessarily by design, but by virtue of the fact that we didn't quite have the finances to do it another way. All right, let's get to the All-Star game. Let's see what these responses are on these contracts. Oh, Manny, I don't have any money, bud. Yeah, I don't have any money for that. Sorry. Another 5-hit game. He now has 37 homers. He should not be allowed in this league. This is so crazy. I love it. I gotta take a new screenshot every time it goes up. I gotta always have the max stats. Wait, how many 3-homer games does this guy have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is so silly. It's awesome though. RJ Austin, you absolute legend. Malfred Sosa. Did I put him on the wish list? Or free? Wait, why did I get that email? Oh, because he won the home run derby. Never mind. He's incredible, though. I'm not going to put him on the wish list. We can't afford that no matter what. No matter what. All right, All-Star game time. Oh, now it is today. Oh, it's the first year player draft today. Okay, so then we're not going to do the All-Star game. Go ahead and end it right here. The Gateway Grizzlies. Reese Robinette. Where do I have him from? Another late round personality gamble. So those late round personality gambles, they were all like indie league types apparently. But we'll cap it here. We're 54-40. We're actually in a pretty big losing streak right now. Well, we broke the streak, but then lost another one. We're not doing well right now. We are 1-7 in July. It's a little bit of a lull. It has cost us our lead in the division. I'm not freaking out about it. Look at Brian Rocchio, third in average. Oh, look at that. He's finally having the season I waited for. That's cool. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. All right. Next time out, they'll have the draft. Again, I might do a solo episode just on the draft. If not, I'll do the draft review, and then we'll be at the deadline, and I'll see if we can finagle anything. We have no money, so a trade is going to be tough. I'm not even sure. I mean, maybe if we could try to figure a way out of Marte, that could help. But maybe we move a big bat or a big arm for a big bat. You know, like we got a really strong 5 right here, and maybe one of the non-Becerra group gets moved. I don't think I'd move Grayson either. One of our big signings. I'm really excited about him. I don't want to do that. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you all so much for watching. We're having a fun season here. We will, regardless of if there's a separate draft episode, that obviously will be its own thing. And then after that, we would go through pretty much the rest of the regular season. If it's just a draft digest situation, we'll take it through probably the rest of the season. It kind of depends. There's a world where if it's a crazy September pennant race, we kind of isolate September, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But we will get into the last leg of the season in the next episode in some form or fashion. So I'm saying that and I'm like, well, actually I said I might do a separate draft episode. So not necessarily the next episode. I'm confusing myself, but stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Peace.